Da-da-da-da. Yay! Oh, Stella, get your food out. Can you see that? It's all the ants. Digital spider. It looks like he's like part of the graphic. Today we are in Oklahoma City. We are at Skulls Unlimited. We're having a little heat wave here. I'm stuck in the boler with air conditioning going. And even with air conditioner going, this is the status of the chocolate bar. We are preparing to hit the road again. And then we are on the road again tomorrow morning. Where are we going, Tarah? Whoa. Our original plan was to stay in Upper Michigan for the entire summer. However, life had other plans for us, and we found ourselves back in Oklahoma during a heat wave. I, Angie, was in the middle of a green card application here in the United States and found out that I had moved to the next stage. As such, I was granted an advanced parole card which would allow me to leave the country and visit my family in Canada, without jeopardizing my green card application, as the process was still yet to be completed. So we quickly made the trek south to retrieve the card. But man, oh man, was it hot out. And we just happened to arrive in the middle of a heat wave. It was just too hot, and our poor little air conditioner couldn't keep up. So I chose to stay behind in the campground with the pets, while Tarah went to go visit her family. Stella, she really wasn't too sure how she felt about this, and she sure missed Tarah. Oh, Stella, get your food out. Can you see that? It's all the ants. It's disgusting. Oh, that's no good, is it, Stella? And the three of us tried our best to stay cool during this heat wave. Bennie found a nice cozy spot by a tree. And Stella, well, she just laid belly up on the gazebo. Tarah finds it hard to believe, but when she's not around, Stella sure does mope about, waiting for her return. And when Tarah finally did arrive back, Stella couldn't have been happier. She kept demanding more and more cuddles from her. So excited! Tarah's back! Where's Tarah? To pet you some more? Mr. Bennie was also excited to see that Tarah had returned. He may have not shown it the same way that Stella did, but he actually got up from the roots system of the tree to come and see her, and that says a lot for a cat. Tomorrow we would have a break in the heat wave before it returned with a vengeance, and we couldn't be happier about that because we had a special day planned, and the air conditioner would have no problem keeping up, which would give us peace of mind about the animals. We were so glad the weather cooled off as we had big plans today to go see the Museum of Osteology in Oklahoma City. But first, before we could head out, Tarah had to send an important email. Alright, Tarah's finally sending her email. Should be the last steps to her citizenship. Well, last steps, but one of the last few steps. Da-da-da-da! Yay! Here's becoming Canadian. Yep. For anyone who's new to our channel, I'm sure I've just totally confused you. Talk about green card, then I talk about Canadian citizenship, so here's the lowdown. Tarah is an American citizen, born and raised. And prior to us moving into the boler and going full-time nomadically, she moved up to Canada to live with me, and we got her permanent residency in Canada and started the process for citizenship. But just for the record, the first few years Tarah was in Canada, we weren't nomadic. We were living in bricks and sticks at that time. And we spent the first year and a half living nomadically in our 13-foot trailer in Canada. Our first winter in the trailer was in Canada. Then there's me. I, Angie, am a Canadian citizen who is currently here in the United States working on a green card, aka permanent residency. Yes, apparently we are crazy to be working on both processes at the exact same time. But I can understand how it can get a little confusing. I've never met anyone in my whole entire life that's done both processes at the same time. For one to be working on citizenship and the other to be working on permanent residency in another country. But that's apparently just how we roll. So, hope that makes a little more sense for everyone. Anyways, now that that's done and out of the way, off to the Museum of Osteology in Oklahoma City we go. Yes. Digital spider. He's alive. It looks like he's like part of the graphic. Look at those trippy apps. It's like a social psychological experiment.
Maybe it is.
Will you play with the spider and touch it?
That is fun.
Oh, he didn't like that. That's a no-go. Today we are in Oklahoma City. We are at Skulls Unlimited, who also happens to have a skeleton museum of osteology, which I believe is the world's largest skull collection. We're going to give you all a little tour, but if you're into skulls, anatomy, any of that kind of stuff, you have to see it in person. This place is just absolutely amazing. But I'll give you a quick little glimpse anyways. But trust me when I say, it'll just give you the tiniest glimpse of how spectacular this place really is. lot of pressure. What are you doing, Tara?
A crossword scavenger hunt.
Are you doing the 5 and under category?
I am, because I'm
5 and under, 6. So are you doing the 5 and under?
yes.
Alright.
No, I'm gonna try to do the adult one. We'll see how well I do.
Alright. Maybe I should do 5 and under to see how we compare.
Alright.
One of the highlights for us going to the Museum of Osteology was seeing a bull terrier skull. Our dog is an English Bull Terrier and has one of the most unique skull shapes of all the dogs. There is no other breed like it. And to actually see what the skull formation is like was really cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed a quick tour of the Museum of Osteology in Oklahoma City. I know we sure enjoyed our time there. We made back to camp to let the pets out and enjoy the one last cool day before the heat wave came back. Soon we would be leaving and hitting the road again, and we'd have to do it going right through this heat dome.
She gets nervous when the camera comes out.
She does. Today was going to be the last cool day, and then the heat would arrive, and it was expected to last for days. And soon we would be packing up and heading north directly into more of it. And the heat advisory warnings started to pop up on our phone. It was definitely something we were going to have to be mindful of. It was getting closer and closer to when we would depart Oklahoma and make the journey north. And the heat wave had already begun, so I got up early that morning and gave the truck some love. Our first stop of the morning was an oil change. And the next stop after that was a car wash. With those errands done and out of the way, it was time to head back to camp and hide out in the boler with Tarah and the pets and the air conditioning. We're having a little heat wave here. I'm stuck in the boler with air conditioning going. And even with air conditioner going, this is the status of the chocolate bar that Tarah bought the other day. It's completely melted through. Fun times. Can't see it. At some point in the evening, Tarah stepped out and she spotted a skunk walking along the fence line. She called me out of the boler, and sure enough, there it was. Better stay on that side of the fence. That is Stella getting sprayed. What you hunting? Whippets? Be very, very quiet. Very, very quiet.
I think it went back by the tree.
Well, that's another one. That moved fast way over there.
No, I saw it walking away.
Skunks. Whiskly whippets. We're up early in the morning. It's gonna be over 40 degrees today, so that's what, over 102. I'll check the exact math for everyone, but we are preparing to hit the road again. And Tarah doing the final sweep of the back of the truck. Long needed. And we will load it back up. Do one last trip to our storage unit here in Oklahoma. Another visit tonight. And then we are on the road again tomorrow morning. Where are we going, Tarah?
Canada.
Whoa. Whoa! We had just finished the trek from northern Michigan all the way to Oklahoma in under 7 days. That's over 1,300 miles or 2,100 kilometers. And the reason we did this was to come obtain a card that was granted to me by the United States Customs and Immigration Services that would allow me to enter and leave the country without jeopardizing my green card process. Our original plan after picking up the card was to head north again, most likely back to Michigan in search of cooler weather. However, life had other plans for us. Instead, after just a couple days rest in Oklahoma, we had to turn right back around and head to Canada. We planned our route to Western Canada specifically so we could see some new states that we'd never seen before. This journey would be over 2,340 miles, or 3,765 kilometers, and the best part, we had less than a week to do it. While we were in Oklahoma the last few days, we got word that Tarah had finally reached the last stage of her Canadian citizenship, which meant she had to have her feet on Canadian soil to finalize her Canadian citizenship and say her oath to the King of England. So stick around, we've got a lot of really cool videos to come, as we see some really amazing things on our way back to Canada. And we make it back just in time for Tarah to become an official Canadian citizen. Don't worry, she's still an American citizen too. She now just has dual citizenship.